Good evening. It's June 28, 2024, and if you can believe it, it's a Friday once again. Welcome to HQTV Trivia. I am your host, who ain't afraid of no ghost, Farad Muhammad. We're broadcasting live in portrait mode and in living color from HQ Universal Studios in Los Angeles, California. And you're joining in with 50 plus players. An intimate crowd to be sure, but hey, what else can you do on a Friday evening during the summer? Anyway, if you have friends who have already jailbroken the HQ Trivia app, tell them to join in right now. Also, tell them to follow the HQTV Twitter feed at PlayHQTV for all game updates and notifications. Additionally, you can join in the HQTV Community V with notifications and updates on our brand new Discord. Take a screen cap of the game right now and use the QR code or text link to accept the Discord invite after tonight's game is over. As always, this is not an official HQ Trivia game, nor is it produced by HQ Trivia LLC. Also, let us know on the Twitter or Discord if you would like to help out on the HQ TV crew, whether it's to write questions or many roles that are available. If you're joining us for the first time, here's how the game works. I am going to give you 12 general knowledge multiple choice trivia questions that go from easy to hard. You have 10 seconds from when I start asking the question to tap your answer. Think quick, tap fast. If you get it right, you move on to the next question. If not, you can use an extra life, except on the final question, to stay in the game. You can also use erasers at any time of the game, and again, until the final question, to remove one incorrect answer per question. Also, if you've enabled sharing on your answers, that will be disabled on question 8 through the end of the game. You can also pick up more extra lives, erasers, and super spins for words in the store section of the app. To do so, you spend coins that you get from correctly answering in trivia words in the daily challenges in order to get those power-ups. If you think you tapped the wrong answer and there's still some time left, you can swap your answer as many times as you want until time is up. If your answer is wrong and you're out of extra lives, then I'm afraid you would be out of the running for the cash prize. However, stick around to keep playing because you can still play for coins, points, lives, and erasers in rewards mode. If you make it to question 12 and you answer correctly, though, you will win or split the cash prize of 10 smackaroos. We're also halfway through our summer season here on HQTV. Through the months of June and July, you earn points for answering correctly on trivia words and the daily challenges. When you get to 5,000 points, you reach level 1. The more points you earn, the higher levels you get throughout the season. Every level you reach will grant you a free pass in trivia. If you get a question wrong up to and including the question number of your level, you get a pass to move on to the next question. It's kind of like an automatic extra life. Alrighty, to quote the woke woolery, are you ready to quiz with me and make some money? Then let's do this. Here's Q1. Which company was recently targeted with a lawsuit due to their subscription services? Netflix, Adobe, or Chewy? I subscribe to 2 of those. I do not have any pets, though, so Chewy is kind of not my thing. Anyway, this company was sued by the Federal Trade Commission for deceiving customers by all but forcing them into year-long subscriptions through hidden early termination fees, say that 5 times fast, and numerous cancellation hurdles. Apparently, the creatives of the world rejoice in this because they felt it was a long time coming for the makers of InDesign, Animate, After Effects, and Photoshop, Adobe. Adobe was what we were looking for here. And 36 of you got that one right. 24 of you thought it was Netflix. I completely understand that, but no, it was not Netflix, I'm afraid. However, you can still use your extra lives if you got them. Now, this is coming off of the heels of Adobe raising their subscription services fees last year to cover the expensive integration of artificial intelligence, because apparently it costs an extra $60 a year to make creepy Pixar-looking characters with 17 fingers. Anyway, let's keep the trivia train a-rolling to Q2. What is the psychology theory used to describe frameworks in our brain that makes a baseline for decision making? Heuristics, LTM, or schema? What do you think there? Alrighty then. Heuristics are simple strategies that rely on LTM or long-term memory to provide representations of just the attributes that are necessary for decision-making. Alternatively, the mental framework that contains everything you need to know about a particular object, person, or situation or event for decision-making is called a schema. Schema is also one of my favorite characters in Chinatown Station right there. And unfortunately, that I will call a savage question. Yeah, 20 of you got that one right. 32 of you thought it was heuristics. I am so sorry about that. That was unfortunately incorrect, but again, hopefully you can be able to use those extra lives there. Alrighty, it's time for Q3. How many McDonald's locations are there around the globe? 35,000, 50,000, or 40,000? Yes, indeed. All right. I keep talking about getting hungry for these questions and puzzles, but a nice apple pie or some fries would hit the spot right about now. And there is a McDonald's not too far from the studio here, which makes sense because with a little over 40,000 locations, you'd be hard pressed not to find a place that's near one there. And it looks like that a majority of you, 35 of you, managed to get that one right. 4 of you thought it was the lower, either the lower number or the higher number, and so you were unfortunately hamburgled out of the game. But again, if you don't have an extra life, stick around. You can be able to still play in rewards mode for all these different sorts of power-ups and coins and everything like that. Alrighty, you are doing brilliantly. We've gone through a full third of the game. 3 questions down, 9 to go. Oh no, full quarter of the game? 3 questions down, 9 to go. Here comes Q4. What country is the most frequently traveled to? France, England, or the United States? Yeah, it's a full quarter. That's right. Yeah, thanks, Jared. Alrighty. An estimated 39 million visitors this past year. France, on the other hand, has entertained a mightily impressive 89 million visitors. But the good old US of A, where tourists spend the most money, only brings in about 79 million visitors, which means that France is the correct answer. And it looks like that, that's almost a split there. I'm calling that one again a savage question right there. Yes, indeed. Unfortunately, 19 of you were, eliminate already. Now, we could all use a break. It's now time for a dance break with the Disco 5. Hit it! Get on the good foot. Get on up on the floor. Because we're gonna boogie, oogie, oogie, till we just can't boogie no more. Anyway, here's Q5. Cardboard is most commonly made from what type of tree? Oak, walnut, or pine? All right, well, cardboard is made from fast-growing trees, which aids in replenishing them with saplings when the trees are harvested, made into pulp, and later corrugated, which is why the largest packaging companies own thousands of acres of pine trees. Pine trees are what we were looking for here. And 23 of you got that one right, and 2 of you, unfortunately, ticked the wrong box. I just, okay, that's my time. Anyway, as a safety reminder, you should never HQTV and drive. With that in mind, here comes Q6. Which brand of car was the most accident-prone in 2023? Ram, Tesla, or Toyota? I have not owned any one of those cars there, mainly driven Chevys. Anyway, while the Ram vehicles have a higher number of total incidents, which includes accidents as well as DUI, speeding, and other citations, the brand with the highest accident rate is Tesla. That's what we're looking for right here. And 17 of you managed to get that one right. A very large majority. Unfortunately, 6 of you crashed on that one there. All right. Oddly enough, the brand with the most DUIs was BMW, which is more of a reflection of the BMW driver than the brand, I think. Anyway, we are now halfway through the game, and you know what time it is. Intense charge they carry. In actuality, a typical lightning bolt is only 2 centimeters wide. And 15 of you got that one right. Unfortunately, one of you got struck down on that one with 10 centimeters, but that's all right then. Okay, hopefully, again, you can be able to use that extra life there. Now, the charge a lightning bolt carries is so intense that its temperature reaches 30,000 degrees Celsius, which is 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. And speaking of heat, on that note, it's time for Q8, which means that we need to beat the summer heat with a beverage break with Nate, the 8. Right, Nate? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a spot. Have you played Atari today? Anyway, here's Q8. What game is accredited to be the first rhythm game to be released in arcades? Dance Dance Revolution, Beatmania, or Guitar Hero? I think Guitar Hero for my Xbox 360, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Yes, Guitar Hero was made into an arcade game after it rose in popularity in the mid-2000s. The arcade edition of the game was produced in was released in September 1998, or as Gen Alpha irritatingly puts it, the 1900s, you punk kids. Anyway, however, Beatmania, the arcade game where the player is a DJ, came out just under a year earlier than DDR in December of 1997, which means that Beatmania is the correct answer. And 6 of you got that one right. Unfortunately, 9 of you did not. That's another savage question right here. That's what we are talking about. Yes, a tornado version of the savage question, indeed. Yes. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Well, again, you can all play inside of rewards mode if anything else there. Alrighty. Are you ready for another psychology question? Neither am I. Here's Q9. What is the name of the clown used in the famous Bandura study, focusing on a child's ability to mimic behavior? Bonzo, Bobby, or Bobo? Okay. In the 1960s, Albert Bandura and his team conducted psychological studies on 6 dozen children to see if they were more likely And 6 of you managed to get all of it. That's all you got that one right. Beautiful. None of you were making frowny faces on this one. Okay. It is now time for the penultimate question and your last chance to use some of those extra lives and erasers. Here comes more psychology with Q11. According to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, what must humans have directly before they are able to establish love and belonging, self-esteem, physiological needs, or safety and Maslow, human needs. Oh, there we go. According to Maslow, human needs is love and belonging. And according to Maslow's theory, that can only be attained by after establishing safety and security. And it's a halfway split. Goodness gracious. Yeah, so again, we're calling this another one savage question right here. How many is that? 4, 5? Goodness gracious. Okay, well, for the 3 of you that managed to get that one right, and any of you that are using your extra lives, it is now time, and you're on your way to answering the 12th and final question. It all gives no erasers, just this question in your smart brain. Realization. Electromagnetic waves hit it, which was set by the ISO. When digital cameras became more prevalent, the term carried over to help keep a standard sensitivity across brands. Those standards were originally set by the International Organization of Standardization. And how many of you got that one right? 4 of you got that one right. We have 4 winners of tonight's episode of HQTV Trivia. Fire up that rocket! Yes, indeed! Congratulations to all 4 of you who have won tonight's game. You've each won the $10 prize, which comes to $2.50 a person. And the winner circle includes Soft Cell Tacos, Jay Silverman, Poop Loop, and Best Ken Ever. Yes, that Best Ken Ever always gets a win in that one there. Alrighty then. Well, thank you as always to HQTV for giving me this opportunity. You're all winners in my book. Yes, of course. Say, did you want to be a part of the crew, part of our crew? The HQTV peeps are looking for more writers, hosts, and more. If you'd like to join in on the fun behind the scenes, let us know by contacting us on Twitter at PlayHQTV, where you can get notifications when we go live. You can also reach out to us via the HQ HQTV Discord. Screen cap this one right here, and follow the QR code link or use the screen cap to visit the winner address on the screen to join in and let us know what sort of role you'd like to pursue in the HQTV crew. In any event, please spread the word to your trivia and word puzzle loving friends to prep the app and join us for future games, including our mid-season finale coming up this Sunday, June 30th, with supersized games of trivia and words all in one night, 15 questions or puzzles each. Be sure to join us live on Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. As Scott would always say, never miss a Sunday show. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at FARDMuhammad, and you can visit my website. This evening, I'll paraphrase Dr. Fraser Crane and say, good night and good mental health.